has a home field advantage, and as always, brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. We go north a little bit of the studio to Mexico High School, home of the Bulldogs, and head boys basketball coach Darren Pappas. Coach Pappas, thanks so much for visiting with us again.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having us on.
You bet, Coach. 17-2 on the season, off to a tremendous start. You're about 3/4 of the way through the season. Kind of tell us a little bit about the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're playing really good basketball right now. We're averaging around 66 points a game and holding opponents to under 50 points a game. So, we really pride ourselves on our defense and having our defense generate some of our offense. And it's a test of these guys. They're putting in the work every single day and coming out and executing the game plan. We've had a really good start to the season so far, playing some very stiff competition from around the state. I'm just proud that it's paying off for these guys in this season as we move forward here.
Coming off of an 18-10 season a year ago, what did you kind of have to replace, due to graduation, and who are some of the guys kind of stepping into those roles?
Yeah, we had 3 seniors that graduated. Jordan Shelton, he's playing collegiately at John Wood Community College. And then we had Anthony Shivers, he's running track at Evangel. And Dante Kelly, he's in school, dentistry school, actually. So those 3 guys were our 3 seniors last year, and these guys had to step up and take some of those roles. Jaden Eldridge Jr. stepped into a starting position. Danye Nunley stepped into a starting position. He's a senior forward right behind me. And then P.J. Perkins as well stepped into a forward position as well. So those guys have really stepped up and stepped up big and filled those voids so we can continue to get better every single day.
You got 17-2 on the season. You talked a little bit about your defense there. What are some things you feel like as a team you're doing really well right now?
I think we're putting pressure on the opponents and generating some turnovers, and then being able to capitalize off those turnovers. We've done a really good job. Coach Nunley's my defensive coach. He's done a good job of mixing it up, changing it up. Sometimes every possession, sometimes after timeouts. He just does a really good job, and he's really focused on the defensive end and trying to make things difficult for our opponents. And I think our pressure defense has really generated a lot of our offense. These guys, I can think back to the Eugene game. Eugene had us down, they're state ranked, and they had us down here at home, and we really had to crank up the defense, and the defense is what got us back into the ball game and pushed that overtime and got us the win in overtime. So, that's a test of these guys listening to us, following the game plan, and executing the scouting report for our opponent.
Now, you've won 6 in a row, and you've got the Mid-Missouri Invitational coming up. Tell us a little bit about that. I believe you take on Moberly and maybe McClure North.
Yeah, well, we got Moberly in a conference matchup on Friday night at Moberly High School, and then we go to the Mid-Mo Invitational on Saturday at Harrisburg again, and we play McClure North, Class 5 school out of St. Louis. Extremely talented, extremely athletic. It's going to definitely be a contest that we're definitely going to have to play really good basketball. We got to be able to handle their pressure. We got to be able to capitalize off turnovers, keep them off the boards as much as possible, and definitely try to contain some of their shooters. They do a good job of pushing the ball in transition and then executing in the half court. And so we got our work cut out for us. We play 3 games in 4 days, so we definitely are in a crunch time here in our season.
Again, visiting with the Mexico Bulldogs men's basketball team and head coach Darren Pappas. And Coach, kind of handicap your conference if you are in one. I know there's a lot of teams that aren't in a conference, but kind of talk about where you sit right there.
Yeah, we're in the North Central Conference. That includes Moberly, Marshall, Hannibal, Fulton, and Kirksville. And we're sitting at the top right now at 5-0. So we definitely, one of our goals this season is to try to win a conference championship. And so we still have a lot of road games, conference games. We only have 1 home conference game left, and the rest of them are on the road. So we're halfway through our conference season, and we got 5 more to go.
Coach, you've got some young men there sitting with you. They've probably gotten out of class, so we probably need to get to them as quick as we can. Start wherever you'd like and tell us a little bit about each individual player.
Yeah, we got senior guard DJ Long. He started for us for 2 years. He's been with us for 3 years. 1,000-point scorer, all district, all conference player. Has extremely talented skill set. A good defender. He's our PG, so we need him to be that floor general, and he's done a good job of that this season. Um, and then we got senior forward Danye Nunley. He's played varsity for 3 years. Had a big part last year coming off the bench. This year he stepped into a starting role and has done a good job of playing defense. He leads us in charges. So he takes pride in taking charges and stuff like that. So we need him to continue to produce. You got junior forward over here, PJ Perkins. Guy, he's a rebounding machine. He goes and gets it. Extremely talented, extremely athletic. He plays with a lot of energy, and we need that from him as we continue forward. And then we got junior guard over here, Jaden Eldridge, shooting the ball really well from the perimeter right now. This is his first year starting. He's played varsity since his freshman year. So these 4 guys, are 4 of our 5 starters, and definitely integral part to our success this season.
All right, we'll start with the juniors here first. Jaden Eldridge. Jaden, how are you, sir?
Good.
Tell us a little bit about what you perceive your roles and responsibilities on the team are.
Knock down open shots and just really play defense. Get after it.
Yeah. And you may have to speak just a little bit louder. I'm having trouble hearing you. But tell us a little bit about, has your role changed from maybe last year to this year?
Yeah, tremendously. I just step on the defensive side of the ball.
Very good. Very good. Were there games coming into this season that you were looking particularly forward to?
Yeah, playing Kirksville.
Kirksville, conference game?
Yeah.
Did you have any maybe team goals coming into this season? A team that finished 18-10 a year ago, what were their team goals coming into this year?
Yeah, to win a conference championship, district championship, and try to make it to the Final Four.
Very good. All right. Well, Jordan, hey, on behalf of Lone, the Labor's Local 663, congratulations being part of the Team of the Week.
Appreciate it.
And now, PJ, is it PJ Perkins?
Yeah, PJ Perkins.
PJ, how are you, sir?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your roles and responsibilities are.
I play forward, and my position, I really like to rebound and bring a lot of energy to the team, play defense, blocks, stuff like that.
Well, how do you get kind of prepared for a game? Let's say you have to be playing tonight. What are you kind of going through during the day, maybe mentally and physically, to kind of get prepared for a contest? Maybe it's watching film, maybe physically it's drinking a lot of water, getting rest. How do you get prepared?
Yeah, usually during game days, like when I'm in class, we have nothing to do. I'll watch some film on the team that we're playing, stuff like that.
Were there teams coming into this season that you look forward to matching up with?
I look forward in the Eugene game because we haven't played them, and they were ranked, so I thought it would be a good game.
And that was an overtime win. Tell us a little bit about that game. I believe 82-79 or something in overtime. What was that like?
It was loud. It was a really good atmosphere. I didn't think I knew they were going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be that tough. But, yeah, it was a good game.
Very good. All right. Well, PJ, hey, thanks so much for being part of the show today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then Danye, is that right? Danye up next. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Now, you're a senior, correct?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your roles and responsibilities on the team, Danye.
Bringing defense, taking charges, always guarding the biggest player on the team, stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, taking a charge, that's kind of an art.
Yeah.
Tell us where that comes from, and how long have you been working on that?
I've been doing this since like my freshman year. Just help the team out anyway, really.
What games are you looking forward to coming into this season?
Going to the Raleigh tournament up in Raleigh.
Very good. Now, if you could go back, to your freshman year, you had a time machine, and you could go back in that time machine and give that freshman Danye some advice based on what you know right now. If you could go back and give yourself some advice as an 8th grader or freshman, what advice would you give yourself?
Listen to Coach Pappas more. Yeah.
Good. There you go. All right. Now, being a senior also, and we're into your last semester of school. Um, what plans, if any, do you have for next year?
I'm going to Lynn Tech, be an electrician.
Electrician.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a background in your family, or is that something that you grew up with, or is that just something you've got interest in?
Um, I got an interest in. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Well, Danya, hey, congratulations, and thanks for being part of the show today.
Thank you.
And then our last senior, DJ Long. DJ, how are you?
I'm good.
All right. Tell us a little bit about what your roles and responsibilities are.
Uh, Really, just to get everyone involved, make sure everyone gets shots. I'm the point guard, so I just have to facilitate and make sure guys, get to their spots and land on the floor.
And what kind of preparation do you go through, on game day? Is there a lot of film watching? I mean, physical and mentally. What do you do to get prepared?
Uh, I watch a little film, then I like to eat before a game, and then I watch the games before us, the JV team to see what they do, and then maybe like translate to their varsity team.
What as you look back over your career, what kind of games that stand out to you? What are some games you'd like to go back and play again? Maybe it's a game that you had a great game. Maybe it's a game you felt like got away from you a little bit that you'd like to go try it again. Or maybe it's just a big win. It may be the Eugene game this year. What games would you like to maybe go back and revisit?
I'd say last year in the district tournament against Kirksville, I didn't play very well, and I found out. So I feel like I let my team down last year, but this year I feel like it'll be a lot better.
Very good. Well, DJ, congratulations, and thanks for being part of the show today.
Thank you.
And Coach, what are you doing to kind of get prepared here as you look towards this 4 games in 5 days, and then you've just got, I think, maybe 6 or 8 left before the district tournament?
Taking it one game at a time, trying to continue to prepare every single day. Whether that, right now it's getting our practice plans ready for our Moberly game on Friday. We have the scouting report done. Just taking it one game at a time and trying to get these guys ready for those contests. They continue to listen and follow our lead. Good things happen, and that's what they've done so far for 19 games. And they've done a really good job of focusing on the details and trying to get better every single day. We continue to try to preach, playing as a cohesive unit on the floor, on both sides of the floor. And so we'll just continue to preach that, but only take it one game at a time. We don't want to look too far ahead. We don't want to look behind us. We want to continue to move forward and just try to get better every single day.
Now, for me, just looking ahead to that class for District 8, where will that be played?
That'll be played at Centralia High School, just down the road from us.
Okay, so not a long trip.
No.
Will you see everybody in that district by the time District C's roll around?
The only team that we will have not seen is Hallsville. We don't play them; they're not in our on our schedule. We've seen them though. We can see them this Saturday. They play in the same shootout that we're playing in before us. So we can see them. We won't play them, but we will hopefully definitely get a good scout on them if we do happen to match up with them.
Very good, and probably the top 2 seeds there between you and Hallsville.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Well, gentlemen, and Coach Pappas, thank you so much for being part of it. Coach Pappas, thanks for setting this up. And guys, again, congratulations on behalf of Lyona Labor's Local 663 on being part of the Team of the Week.
Appreciate it. Thanks for all the coverage and everything you do.
You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. Keep it right here, where everyone has a home field advantage. Back after this.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State Campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or